Dobry wieczór. Witamy na pomeczowej konferencji selekcjonera reprezentacji Polski Paulo Sousy. Od razu zaznaczę, że mamy mało czasu, bo wylatujemy z powrotem do Polski, także maksymalnie 20 minut mamy dla Państwa. Proszę, jako pierwszy Dawid Dobrasz.
Dzień dobry panowie, dobrze mnie słychać?
Słychać, słychać.
Dawid Dobrasz z tej strony, Głos Wielkopolski, Polska Press. Trenerze, cała Polska jest zawiedziona, wszyscy są wkurzeni. Można zapytać tylko, co dalej w tym momencie. Czy trener w ogóle ma pomysł, co w tym momencie? Czy ten turniej jest dla nas przegrany? I czy ma pan odpowiedź, dlaczego też tacy doświadczeni zawodnicy dzisiaj popełniali błędy? Robert Lewandowski był też totalnie osamotniony. Jak pan widzi ten mecz i czy jest pan gdzieś w stanie to polskim kibicom jakoś wytłumaczyć, którzy w XXI wieku tylko raz na Euro 2016 mogli się czuć dobrze, a wszystkie inne imprezy właśnie przegrywaliśmy w pierwszym meczu, tak jak właśnie dzisiaj?
Look, David, all of us, they are also disappointing for the way we lost the game. It's true regarding Robert in some moments of the game to be more alone, special in the first half. I think Linetti and Clichy, everything what we made it during the week, it works to be much more connected. And the first half it was regular that we correct in half time, and we straight away this connection. He handed in the first situation on goal. We have more 2 or 3 situations near or less close to score in the second half in the same way, with this connection, with the players more between the lines, more close to Robert. It's not the question to be strikers, where we have the idea, we have someone closer to Robert. It means about players, what type of players, and the spaces where we need to interact. And we started the second half really well. First half we miss, especially in the last third, our defensive line, it was far away from our middle. To avoid counterattacks, they need to reduce the distance and controlling main opponents for the counterattack. Unfortunately, once more, the first shoot on the goal, we concede the goal. We can do it much better because we was 2 against 1 out of the box, and we cannot drop till the box and lose the advantage of one player to dribble us. And also in that time, the circumstances was in our favor because we have 3 rebounds, and and we concede the goal. Also, we miss in the first half the capacity from our wide players. We have many times 1v1. Some of them, especially on the right side, we go above. We could perform, we could dribble, but then the final pass, the final cross, it could be better. We have quality to do better, to be much more precise, where we can finish on goal. Second half, we correct, we go in really well. And when we are dictate all the game and predict everything what we could made to have some key players up front with more goal, we have a player send off in these 5 minutes. In these 5 minutes to analyze what we go to do next, we have a corner against us. We decided during this week to have a special mark with Skriniar because it's the key player of Slovakia in set pieces, and in that time we lost that mark. It's something I need to understand why, or lack of the concentration, or some decisions during the match in that moment where it cannot happen, because it was clear instruction on that, for that we need to be concentrated on this. And like we said, it's not only all Poles they are disappointing. Myself, the players, they are disappointing because we cannot play, we cannot lose the match in this way.
Kolejne pytanie, Przemek Langier, proszę bardzo. Okej, mamy jakiś problem, Przemek? Spróbujmy z Przemkiem ofiarą.
Dzień dobry, panie trenerze. Selekcjoner reprezentacji Słowacji po tym meczu powiedział, że jego zespół totalnie zneutralizował zespół polski. Czy pan się z tym zgadza, że pana zespół został zupełnie zneutralizowany? I drugie pytanie, na czym mamy, jeżeli mamy, o ile mamy mieć jakiś optymizm przed meczem z Hiszpanią, na czym mamy go opierać? Dziękuję bardzo.
I disagree. I disagree with Stefan, my colleague, he said, because also with the 10 players, we create 3 good opportunities to draw in the end. Once more, like I said previously, we was the team, of course, who want to be the protagonism with creating opportunities in their half. They look to close. They work well, and looking for counterattacks in the first half. In second half, we correct things and it doesn't work anymore till we started to play with the 10 players. They don't leave more from their half. Our defensive line, it was much more brave. It's what need to be done in this game. We really high with the distance very closely to our middle and to our opponents, where they have the possibility to go in the counterattack. And we was much more effective. Our capacity in the middle to interact quicker between players, it was really positive. And after to draw, we have more 1 or 2 opportunities really clear on the box, and where we can produce more, because we need to be also in the side corridors much more effective in the sense of the triangulations, the capacity for 1v1, but special when we have spaces to be much more to have much more quality on our crosses, in our decisions, in our passes, who give us the chance to to shoot on the goal and scoring goals. For that, I'm completely disagree. It was one time we could not make the right decisions in the last third, in the last decision, but completely dominating our opponent. We could not handle the 1v1 inside corridors in the first half, and we becoming much better straight away in the second half. With optimism, we need to have optimism. We need to be positive. We still have 6 points to work, and we need to be positive to get the result, and hopefully the strategy it will be good. For against Spain, the next match, and all the circumstances this time it could be at our favor, who allowed us to get the result.
Przemek Langier, jeszcze jedna próba.
Dobry wieczór, panie trenerze. Słychać mnie teraz?
Słychać.
Yes.
Dobrze, to mam w takim razie 2 pytania do pana. Czy nie przyszła panu przez myśl zmiana Grzegorza Krychowiaka w przerwie, bo przy jego stylu gry wydawało się naturalne, że Słowacy będą polować na drugą żółtą kartkę dla niego? I jeszcze jedno pytanie, gdyby pan miał wiedzę z tego meczu przed meczem, jakich innych wyborów dokonałby pan wtedy?
I think I approached it the same way than we approach. I think we made good decisions in everything what we made before the match. Everything what we worked, it happens. Don't with the same frequency. We would like to see it more often, but this is the understanding also from the players. Especially like I said before, Linetti and Clichy, if they have the same understanding, then when we correct them, we're becoming much more powerful in our last third, where we can interact closely with Zelinski and with Robert. And from this dominance and from these quality players in the short spaces to create opportunities and score, like the first goal. Regarding Krika, yes, it was a thought, but a player experience like him, and when we are dominating our opponent, we scored straight away the goal in the beginning of the second half. We was well organized. He was also well in the right position, and with all the positive aggressiveness of our defensive line to don't allow the counterattacks. We thought it was no reason, to change a player with such experience like him. When we have a full control of the game. This happens. I'm not a coach who would love to sacrifice, or crucify some player. We need to, we need to support him, and we need to be united with him and with the team, because we have 6 points ahead of us, and we need to be positive, to make good decisions, and to looking for to have a good result against Spain.
Kolejne pytanie. Walter Madureira.
Não terá sido a estreia que tinha idealizado. Que opinião e que resumo é que faz deste primeiro jogo?
Nic nie słyszeliśmy. And please ask the questions in English because we don't have a Portuguese translation.
Okay. What's your opinion about this match, Paul?
We can't hear you.
Understand.
We can't hear you. We don't understand nothing.
What's your opinion about this match, Paul?
The same. We don't hear you.
We don't hear you.
Michał Białoński, jeśli ty się możesz z nami połączyć, to proszę.
Ja jestem w stanie się połączyć, tylko czy mnie słyszycie? Halo, słyszycie mnie?
Słyszymy.
Ja.
Dobra, witam panie trenerze. Ja chciałem zapytać, co bardziej zawiodło, czy strona mentalna? Bo w Polsce wiadomo, bardzo dużo się mówi o euro, jest wielkie ciśnienie na was ciąży, a w Słowacji nie za bardzo, tam ważniejszy jest hokej, czy strona fizyczna, bo te statystyki biegowe były dosyć słabe, widać było, że w pierwszej połowie nam brakowało szybkości, a ogólnie jako zespół pokonaliśmy też mniejszy dystans niż Słowacy.
Look, it's run less because our opponent, they need to run to find out the ball, to close us down, because our team he circulate well the ball, to find out the moments to be much more vertical. And when we took the decision to be much more vertical, we miss, especially in the first half, more capacity in the side corridors in 1v1 and special, with a quality cross or quality last pass to where we can have chances to finishing. For that, it's not the ones they run more; they are much more with more condition than the others. It was the game like that because Slovakia. It's a team who normally is defending and physically they are strong on the challenge, and we avoid the most of the time. We correct things like I said previously with Linetti and Clichy, their positions where create them much more problems because they becoming much more connect with Robert and with Zelinski. And from that we scored the goal, and we could score straight away more 1 or 2 goals very clear on that. For that it's it's not matter the ones they run more, but how it run. Of course, some players I think they can perform better because they have much more condition to perform. But mainly, what I'm more disappointing it's the lack of in some moments a lack of concentration to make the right decisions. And unfortunately, we was penalized on that.
To było
Jeszcze
ostatnie...
chciałem dopytać, panie trenerze, jeszcze jednak bym mógł, Kuba. Jak pan zamierza odbudować zespół mentalnie, bo to chyba będzie kluczowe przed następnym meczem?
Yes, of course. We need to be positive. We still have 6 points. We need to prepare strategically the match. It will be completely different, but we need to keep believe because if we don't have that strength, if we are not optimistic, if we are not positive, it will be really difficult to to get results. But I believe I think the team is show once more today with all these difficulties, heart and soul to fight, to go till the end with less one player. With the introduction of the players we made it on the pitch. We have 3 opportunities to draw the match. For that, I think the mentality is there. Is something we need to keep going. And like I think the most important thing, it's looking for everything what we can control. It's the task. It's what I can control collectively and individually. For that, it's recover well the players, take the best decisions strategically, and also on the players. And hopefully, the circumstance of this game, the next game, it could be at our favor, like it was this today's game.
Dziękujemy. To było ostatnie pytanie. Dziękujemy bardzo. Dobranoc. Do zobaczenia.
Bye, guys.